Hear ye, gather round for another edition of Young Kings Wrestling featuring the JBF Memorial Sovereign Soundboard. As always, you can find us on most platforms streaming your favorite podcast episodes, including Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. If you're listening on the iTunes or Spotify or wherever, leave us a review of the 5-star kind. Subscribe to us on YouTube at YK Wrestling. Links to all the platforms and merchandise available only at YKWrestling.com. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nuckifew Buckingham Palace. As always, I am the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TCF Baby. Please say the baby. Joined by King Reek, House of Havoc, first of his name. That good energy.
Yo. Yes, sir.
That's that good energy on the Sunday afternoon.
Coming in.
Shout out to y'all. Man, that's that daylight savings energy. That's that extra hour of sleep energy right there.
Man, listen.
Hey, speaking of daylight savings, I hope y'all got everything in order for that seasonal depression that's definitely gonna kick in this week. It's always that first week and a half, 2 weeks. You just wake up in the morning, it's dark. You get out of work, it's dark. You don't see no sunlight. So yeah, make sure you getting outside during them rare hours when the sun is up and getting some sun, getting some, drinking your water, take vitamins. Take your vitamins, brother.
Facts.
That vitamin D, pause.
That's
the one. That's what the sun give you. So yeah. If you can't get outside, take your vitamins, and then you'll feel a little bit better. Make sure you're drinking that water. Make sure you're not skipping no meals. Eat. Right. Sometimes you forget to eat, so that's what happens. Shout out to that, man. Shout out to I don't want to shout out to the Raiders, but they finally did what was needed to be done.
Oh, it was necessary. Had to go.
Let that man go. Yeah, he had to go. Mark Davis, he said, "Yo, I know what winning feel like now. I can't do this shit no more."
Man,
Mark Davis got real teams now.
Oh, I ain't never felt so bad for a player in my life.
Oh yeah, Devontae said that's 22. So
Yeah, man, that was pitiful.
I don't be feeling too bad for niggas though, man. Y'all millionaires. Y'all untaxed millionaires too. Y'all don't got no state tax over here, so I don't feel too bad for y'all.
Yeah, they live good life over there.
You live in Vegas, it's nice weather year round.
I hope that's a lesson, and people don't start trying to give McDaniels no head coaching jobs no more.
Yeah, man, fool me once, shame on you.
Exactly.
Fooled me, you can't get fooled again.
No, bro. Man, drafted Tebow in the first round. That should have.
Yeah, that should have been it right there. Like, hey, Phil, come on, bro. Yeah, shout out to football season. Shout out to UNLV as well. They out here. I ain't never seen UNLV act like this. The whole time I've been out here, the whole time I've been a Rebel, they ain't never played no football like they've been playing this year. And the basketball, Running Rebels come back this week. They hyped. Yeah. They supposed to have a good season. So
that's what's up.
Athletics is good when I graduate. That's crazy to me. When I was a student there, I had better shit to do than go to them games. I am not going to.
That's for sure.
Now, I can't get student tickets for free no more. I got to pay. I ain't going for real. Like, I ain't paying to go to Allegiant Stadium if I don't need to.
It'll cost you money to witness some good things.
Yeah, unfortunately. So that's how it goes. Listen, they don't even give free tickets out for the Aces no more. I was
Oh
eating good off
no,
of them when they was
I'm
kind of
about to
in the middle
say.
of the pack.
About to say this team out here going back to back now.
Listen, like
You could,
4 or 5 years ago, used to get them free tickets to the Aces. They used to get them bitches out.
mm-hmm.
You're hard pressed to find a free ticket now. You need to know somebody.
I'm gonna say
We know
yesterday's
somebody,
price.
but still.
Right.
Still, yeah, like you said, yesterday's price is not today's price. So
Amen.
shout out to them. Enough football talk. You know, we got to get the football talk out the way. Or else the whole show gonna be derailed with football talk. So
that's a fact, man.
it's out the way. The basketball, we ain't even gonna talk about basketball. Your team, what team is your team now?
I stay with Brooklyn, but
you still with Brooklyn? Okay,
it's a bad look.
They ish. The Lakers kind of ish. So no basketball talk here today, unless we got some basketball references. But that's what we do.
Hey, they be there.
Yeah, it's like a Jay-Z reference. You can fit a Jay-Z reference in any conversation about anything.
Basically, honestly, you like if you know the catalog, it's not hard.
Yeah, it's 14 albums.
Like you can do it by accident.
Facts. I do it by accident all the time. It'd be like, oh shit, that's a Jay-Z line right there. Bam. My brain just instantly like. Shout out to Jay-Z. And shout out to this week in wrestling history. Let's get into this, man. 1988. This ain't even no wrestling history, but I had to. It involves a wrestler. Roddy Piper stars in They Live. Shout out to They Live. Came out 35 years ago this week. One of my favorite John Carpenter movies. Like, I don't know if I got it over Halloween.
Nah, that's A1.
But it's one of them movies, like it came out 35 years ago and it's been the most relevant in the last like 10 years. I would say so. Like since social media kind of came up, like it's a really relevant movie. If y'all never seen They Live, go on YouTube and look for that alleyway fight scene between Roddy Piper and Keith David. Y'all know Keith David, the man that talk like this. He got the voice. You hear his voice, you know what you're talking about. Was it like Batman or something? He was in some cartoon.
I don't think so. Oh, Spawn.
Way off.
He the one that like he's one of them actors that everybody see his face but they never know his name.
Yeah, he wanted them actors that was affected by the strike, pretty much. he actually at risk. Like believe it or not, he at risk of a lot because he do a lot of voice work. They talking about the AI shit for voice actors, like so he at risk more than a lot of people. But he a legend. You look at his face. There's something about Mary. He was in that.
Oh man, is it Frank or the Beans?
Frank or the Beans. He a new daddy at ATL.
Yo,
nigga was crazy. It's like the second time he worked with John Carpenter too. Remember The Thing?
Yeah.
My man's was my age and They Live. Yeah, he old as shit now.
Damn.
Shout out to the legend, Keith David. Shout out to Roddy Piper too. R.I.P. 1996. Some dude named Rocky Maivia made his televised debut on Raw. Never amounted to anything in the business. I don't even know why I mentioned him on here.
He kind of looked like that dude, Dwayne Johnson.
He do from Fast and Furious.
He
do kind of look like him too.
Shit, crazy.
That's crazy. He kind of looked like old girl that was with Schism too.
Yo, no, that is crazy. Like if you really put them side by side, like it's like
they look just alike, dude.
Right, spot on.
Shout out to that dude. 1998, Mr. McMahon awarded Mankind with the Hardcore Championship because he was gaslighting this man for like a month and a half. Shout out to the Hardcore title. What's up with your favorite Hardcore title moments?
Mania 17, where they almost cut the power to the whole show.
Bruh.
They want to drive around golf carts and not be safe.
I was tripping on that one.
What was it?
WrestleMania 18 for me.
Oh yeah, that's right. Didn't Taker have it at one point?
Undertaker beat I think Tajiri for the hardcore title in December 2001 and held it for about 2 months and lost to Maven. Yeah, The Rock came out there, rock bottom, Undertaker, and Maven got the pin. Undertaker won the belt and niggas was scared, so the 24-hour rule did not apply the whole time.
Yeah. That's what that was. Yeah,
you want some of this too, man? No.
It was going crazy.
Hey, Taker as hardcore champ is one of my favorite periods of the Undertaker's career. I think because it was around the time I started watching full time. So when he was champ, this was Undertaker's the reason I started watching WWE full time. Like I was just like a casual, like turn it on whenever. Yeah. Undertaker, when he turned heel after the invasion, he turned heel on Jim Ross. I was like, yo, I gotta watch this shit every week now. Even though like they never followed up on him whooping Jim Ross's ass, it was kind of like a one-off. But like that shit just took Taker to another level. I think like watching back 2001, he was kind of treading water. And so that kind of put him back on top. He hadn't been world champ for like 7 years, 5 years at that point. No, it was like 3. Yeah, it was about 3 years, 4 years around there. Like, I think he had it in 99 when he was with the ministry. But yeah, outside of that, yeah, it was looking good for Big Take at that time.
That heel Taker was on some different shit.
Man, on the bike.
He had Tommy drinking that dip spit.
Oh yeah, he was bullying everybody, bullied Tommy Dreamer. Yeah. That was nasty as hell.
Right.
Yeah, bully Jeff Hardy. Who else he bullied back then too? He drove this nigga dragged Hulk Hogan around.
Yo, tied him to the bike. Tough break, nigga.
Facts. Facts. Where else we at with it, man? I already said it. 2004. 2004. Tough Enough. Remember Tough Enough? $1 Million Tough Enough?
Yes, sir.
Kurt Angle challenged one of the contestants, Daniel Puder.
Oh my God.
To a wrestling match. And this man almost got his ass cooked by a rookie in real life. It was a real match. And this dude legitimately tried to break Kurt Angle's arm because, I mean, that's all he knows. He said, oh, this is a real match. Let's get it. Let's get active, nigga.
He was in MMA before this.
Yeah. So he said, let's get active. Shout out to Earl Hebner for realizing what the fuck was going on. Like, he called the match off immediately. Like, hold on. Because that shit would have ruined Kurt Angle forever, I think.
Yeah.
If you get cooked by a rookie,
you don't bounce from embarrassment like that.
Nah. Luckily for Kurt, it wasn't live TV.
They did tape it.
If something happened, they could have just cut the segment out and never mentioned that shit ever.
Right.
They'd be like, wait, why Kurt Angle ain't wrestling? Oh shit, I don't know.
He was off this week.
Right. He about to be off the next couple months. Niggas wouldn't believe it.
It wasn't no social media like that back then. So
yeah. All you had was like the little forums and everything. Niggas used to email Meltzer ass back then. They did. They used to email this nigga back then and tell him shit.
I know. Won't be the last time I mention.
Used to have some sources. Oh yeah, we ain't never not gonna mention that shit, unfortunately. Let's move on. We not here. You know how I get. 2005, Christian's contract with the WWE expires. He would debut in TNA like shortly after. And he won the NWA heavyweight title twice while he was there. Shout out to my guy. 2007, the Grim Reaper knocked on the Fabulous Moolah's door and said, "Party's over, Grandma." That happened.
Thank God.
Shout out to the Grim Reaper. 2016, Hell in a Cell. We had the first ever women's Hell in a Cell. For the Raw Women's Championship, Charlotte Flair defeats Sasha Banks. 2018, the second ever Saudi Arabia show in WWE history, the inaugural Crown Jewel, which saw Brock Lesnar defeat Braun Strowman to win the vacant Universal Championship. Remember, Roman had to vacate it. His cancer act came back, so I think it was supposed to be a triple threat, if I remember correctly.
It was, yep.
Man, I wanted to see that match too, man. I'm kind of mad. I don't think we ever got it either.
No.
That would have been unfortunate.
Big meaty man slapping me.
I mean, we got a version of it before
the Fatal 4-Way,
yeah.
Joe. That was fire.
Yeah, this was cooking.
Bumping meat. Shout out to them boys. Also on this show, The Miz had an injury as he got to the finals of the Best in the World tournament, and Shane McMahon filled in for him and won. He beat AJ Styles, if I remember correctly.
No, Dolph.
It was Dolph. You're right. Shane McMahon is the best in the world, and that shit got to his head. We get to WrestleMania. He beats The Miz at WrestleMania, and that's when I was like, "Hey, y'all niggas tripping."
Yeah, I took it too far. Like, I was kind of conserve energy at that point because we was like 2/3 of the way done with the show after that marathon.
Right,
but I was still hot. Yeah, I was still hot. Like, come on, son.
And also on this show, apparently, D-Generation Next took on the Brothers of Destruction.
That didn't happen.
That's
a conspiracy theory. I don't accept it as fact.
I was going to say we should do a raw reaction to this. But I couldn't find the match nowhere on YouTube, and I ain't about to pull up Peacock and do all that extra shit. So
it's funny, too, because I started watching the first Crown Jewel the other day, and like I was trying to stop short before I got to it because I don't even want to see that shit back.
I'll have to get a lot of libations in my system.
Right.
And watch that match just for like comedic purposes. Like I gotta go in there. I gotta watch this match the same way I watch Baby Boy. And that means I can't take it seriously when I watch it. I gotta watch it prepared to laugh. Right. Like this man Triple H fucked himself up early in the match. So Shawn Michaels didn't wrestle for like a decade at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to call the match on the fly.
Exactly.
After not calling the match for 8 years.
Ugh.
And the other guys, they didn't wrestle often either. So it was like, that's why it's so funny. Kane wig fell off.
Oh, came up with his top missing.
Bruh. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different.
Oh.
This era of WWE is fun to look back on because like in real time, seeing motherfuckers was so mad at everything.
Right.
I enjoy seeing people get mad at shit because there was things I found on the show that I was entertained by, so it wasn't really nothing to me.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all get so mad at everything. It's funny.
Constantly.
Shout out to Crown Jewel. They went back the next year, and the flight got delayed. So this week in 2019, NXT had to invade SmackDown.
Right.
In the main event, NXT champion Adam Cole put his title on the line versus Daniel Bryan. Good shit.
Hell yeah.
And they had Adam Cole on Raw the next week versus Seth Rollins. They was for some reason he ran from the grind. So for some reason.
I mean,
we know the reason. It is what it is. Happy birthday this past week. Got a bunch of Hall of Famers on here, man. Hall of Famer Edge. Wonder what he's up to. Man said he was going to be around full time, and I don't think he's been around full time yet.
Nope.
Niggas just be lying, bro. Wrestlers be lying. Edge done lied to us several times this year.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Niggas just be lying, bro.
I mean, I'm not mad at it considering where he's at, but
yeah, get that bread, brother.
Exactly.
I ain't mad at niggas getting that bread, bro.
Cash the check.
I ain't mad. Hall of Famer Bobby the Brain Heenan would have turned 79 this week. RIP to the legend. Who birthday was it this past week? What everybody's saying. L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get him.
Shout out to the guy. Well, he like 43, 44?
I think it's 40.
Man's is old out here. Niggas is 44 just now getting they shine. That's crazy. He can still go, man.
Yes, sir.
Dudes take care of themselves, man. They don't do all that stupid shit when they in their 20s. So
he was handling business on Saturday.
Facts. Hall of Famer Queen Charmel had a birthday this past week, as did Fred Rosser, aka Darren Young. Shout out to my guy. I think he turned 40.
Damn.
Yeah, he posted about it on
we all getting old.
On whatchamacallit. What's that damn app called? Instagram. Yeah, my man's turned 40.
My man going social media dark.
40 to new 30. Hey, listen, bro. I signed out of my Instagram like 2 weeks ago, and I just haven't been bothered to sign back into it.
Mm-hmm.
I just signed into Young Kings Wrestling yesterday for the first time in a couple weeks. So
sheesh.
That's when I seen it. I seen Darren Young, Fred Rosser birthday. So shout out to my guy. Shout out to Samir Singh. He had a birthday this past week, as did Dawn Marie. Shout out to Dawn Marie. ECW legend.
Yeah, it's a name you don't hear no more.
And former Tough Enough winner Jackie Gator had a birthday this past week.
Another name.
What happened to that boy?
Ariane Andrew had a birthday this past week. Andrade El Idolo, Alexander Wolf, and Allison Kay.
Okay.
I was deep on the birthdays in wrestling world. I found out a little bit what happened to Jackie Gator. Her and Charlie Haas are divorced. Been divorced like 3 years now.
I did hear that.
And she's currently been working as a real estate agent in Texas for like the last 3 years. So
okay.
Shout out to the wrestlers out here working in real estate, man. We just found out Kevin Thorne was in real estate a few months ago.
Yeah.
Y'all here getting that bread, dog.
That's what's up.
Check getters.
Mm-hmm.
Check getters for real, man. Where we at on the Royal Addressing Rumors?
Okay.
I got one. You see Bianca Tez got a show?
Oh, yeah. But we knew that was coming, though.
Yeah.
That wasn't nothing new.
My ass is talking about, hey, man, BET need to pick that up. Gotta hear it. They got a show on Hulu now, man. Hulu make any show. Hulu will pay for anything, bro.
That's for sure.
Shout out to them.
So,
debuts on February 2nd.
That's what's up. Yeah, you know we gotta tap into that.
Mm-hmm.
So we all know John like to do his thing. John Cena like to do all those Instagram posts. No caption, nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
The latest one he did was just after Crown Jewel the other day, and it was Beckham in his last game as a player. So this comes after, what happens at Crown Jewel, and the way Michael Cole was talking was as if this was going to be his last match. Obviously, the strike is getting ready to wind down a little bit. I think we finally going to be getting a resolution sometime soon. So as soon as that happens, we already know what time it is.
They said that like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's true. But whenever it does happen, that's pretty much going to be the deal. He already told y'all he's 46 now.
Yeah,
and his commitments to other places. Now it don't mean that he's gone forever, but I think we kind of seeing it. Like he just kind of putting some people over before he get out the door. But
supposed to do, man.
Yeah, exactly. He go for a reason.
Didn't put nobody over for like 12 years, so you got to do something.
That's facts, man. So Dana White was in the news. He was chatting about how him and Vince used to go at it, and Vince would try to stick it to him for whatever reason.
The little nigga Dana like crazy.
Oh man, yeah. So back in 2005, Vince gave them the okay on Spike because they were both on there.
Mm-hmm.
But he let them run the Ultimate Fighter right after Raw in 2005, and that helped them really kind of blow up as a global brand. But then apparently in 2011, he didn't let the UFC air on NBC and USA back in 2011 because they were trying to negotiate a new deal, and NBC, hold on, Vince had a clause in the TV deals that gave him final say on whether or not NBC can air programming that is considered competition to WWE.
Combat sports.
So he was like, "Yeah, nah, keep these niggas
Right.
off my channel."
Right.
But apparently today they best of friends, or they good partners.
They co-workers. Shit, they
about to say like, like y'all gotta make this shit work.
I don't got no choice. Somebody gonna lose their job.
Yeah. So we had a surprise at Crown Jewel. Wasn't so much a surprise because if you've been keeping your ear to the streets, Kairi Sane came back, and apparently she might not be the only person that comes back.
Oh yeah.
The door might be open for one, if not two more people who are familiar with both Io Sky, Io Shirai, whichever you calling her, and Kairi Sane as well. So, well, I'm saving my comment for later, but yeah, we know what's coming. We know what time it is after Saturday. Caveat, real quick, y'all know how I am about Seltzer-verse news. All right. And the only reason I'm even going to bring this up in the conversation is because there was another factor in this. I'm going to elaborate. The rumor going around is that in a couple months, Will Ospreay's contract is going to be up. And everybody, for the most part, is saying that AEW is likely to sign him. Well, Alka-Seltzer said that not so fast. WWE may still be in the running. So it's not a lock just yet. Now, initially when I saw that, I was like, yeah, no, we're not even paying attention to that. But then Saturday, there was a post that went up during the world title match. Had a picture of Seth holding the world title. And I saw a retweet with the eyes on it from Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
So, asterisk next to it, but it's a possibility there might be a little bit in war in 2024 that doesn't revolve around MJF. So, possible. It was a time Will Ospreay said he was never going to WWE. Not saying it's gonna happen.
He know what he's doing. It's bargaining 101.
I'm about to say, like,
that's what Dante Hightower did to the Patriots
a few
years back.
Did. He damn sure did.
I told y'all we was gonna find a way to fit some other references in here.
Hey,
but
man.
So if y'all know what I'm talking about, Dante Hightower is with the Patriots. He got drafted by the Pats out of Alabama. Yeah. I don't remember when, but he was I think so. He was the one that made the game saving play, the second game saving play versus the Seahawks. Russell Wilson threw that interception, but he the one that stopped Marshawn Lynch to play before. So that offseason, he was a free agent. He's going around like, I made a big play and I had a great postseason, I had a great season, I'm about to get paid. But he didn't want to leave. He didn't want to leave New England. So he's just taking dinners with everybody. Took a dinner with the Steelers. Was about to sign with the Steelers. You got Steelers reporters talking about he close to a deal and everything. And then like at the final hour, he just changed his mind and go back to New England because New England cut that check that Pittsburgh was going to cut. That's basically what Will Ospreay doing. Like he about to get more bread from I was trying not to be mean and call him one of the mean names I call him, but Tony Khan is his real name. He just trying to get more bread from Tony Khan.
TK the Snowman.
Get it? TK the Snowman.
Yes, sir.
Tony Yayo. Yeah, he's just trying to get a bigger check from him. That's all that is. Make that man think he going to WWE. Tony Khan be quick to be like, how much you want? Blank check.
That's smart. All right. So I have a conflicting report here. Because so early, it was either late last night or early today, there was a report that went out that Pepsi Phil was scheduled to meet with WWE's board of directors.
I heard that.
And having an internal feeling that he could potentially come back. But then WWE, a source within the company said that that's not true. and talks might be going on, but no one should expect to see him at Survivor Series or anything like that. When I see something like that, it's what I said a couple weeks ago. Like, they probably lining this up perfectly. They trying to throw y'all off and say it's not gonna happen, but in all likelihood, it's probably gonna happen. They
keep your expectations low.
Yeah, because it was the same thing. Edge did it when they saw him spear Elias at SummerSlam before he came back in January. Like it happens all the time. They want to throw you off and say, no, he talking about his dog tore his ACL and I'm gonna be home with him. Like, it's not like can't take the dog on the tour bus with you, bro. Like, let's be real.
Tore his dog ACL.
Yeah,
like dogs don't have ACL, so he tore the dog version of the ACL.
So I'm saying, like, bro, he don't gotta be doing much. Like, you find a spot for him to chill. You find him, let him lay his feet up. You know what I'm saying?
Keep y'all expectations low, because like y'all seem to do this at Survivor Series a lot, where y'all did it a couple years ago with The Rock. Thought he was gonna come out, and The Rock didn't show up. Y'all was mad at him. Y'all was mad at WWE, and they never said he was showing up.
Exactly.
So CM Punk don't show up, and he don't show up ever. Don't get mad, because ain't nobody say he was coming.
Exactly. And like Rock be quiet talking like that.
Right.
Like, after the moment's passing, he'll be bringing something up about, oh yeah, well, we had a conversation about this, it just never happened. Nah. If it's nothing to talk about, you probably ain't gonna hear from him anyway.
Right.
My last one is kind of funny. Because it revolves around NWA, and you know where we going with this.
Yeah, man. Say what you gotta say, dog.
Yeah, so I think I
couldn't believe this shit when I saw it, bro.
I think just last week we were saying NWA was working out some TV deals, and
they got 2 TV deals lined up.
Right, and one of them was with the CW. Well, that might be on the back burner. That might be in trouble. It's looking like they might be exclusive to streaming, and that CW deal might be going up in smoke, because some bad booking decisions were made at their last event.
Before you get started,
I'm packing the edge. Guess what?
Peasants.
NWA, Billy Corgan, and James Mitchell, bring that ass here, boy.
Bring that ass here, boy.
Oh,
what's going on, man?
So, now that you mention it, what was it? It was NWA Sam Hain pay-per-view last weekend. In the middle of, I think it was like in between a match or something. Anyway, the camera pans over to James Mitchell. He's sitting at the table, or standing up at the table. He's got some women next to him. Yeah. So some fine women around him. They're drinking and everything like that. But then if you look on the table, you see that James Mitchell is partaking in a little bit of TK the Snowman activity. He chopping up what looks to be some lines. And even one of the girls even faint like she was up there taking a little sniff. You had that shown on camera. Like, everybody saw this. So, apparently the CW, after this happened, they got flooded with a bunch of social media comments and reports and stuff like that. So, now it's said to be that there is a 90% chance that the reality show coming up that NWA is playing and NWA Power is all going to be moved to the app on the streaming service, and that TV deal is not likely to happen.
That was Billy Corgan's idea.
Oh,
that was his idea,
bruh.
He thought it would be wise to do that. Even though it was on pay-per-view, but still, like,
come on, bro.
You can't do that, dog.
Like,
I think the CW headquarters are in Canada too. So you got Canadians, they.
Oh my God. So this was double stupid.
I know a lot of their shows, their headquarters are where all the other studios is at in Burbank, but a lot of their shows is filmed in Canada. That's where my mind was going with that. But still.
And it's like, bro, like James Mitchell too old to be doing this.
Bruh. It's Googleable, man. Hold on.
And he was doing it too. He had a little spoon with him. He took a little bit. He acted like he was hitting some of that. Like, bro, what's going on with you?
Bro, James Mitchell, 58.
Like, bro.
Them ECW motherfuckers is crazy. Y'all crazy. Y'all doing this in public. Like, that's insane.
It's also in poor taste. Because the last time I saw James Mitchell was the Dark Side of the Ring episode about Chris Kanyon. And we know how that ended. Right. So I don't know why you thought that was a good idea to do on TV.
And listen, I love wrestling. Been watching wrestling majority of my life. But we got to realize these people get dropped on their head for a living. And they be on the road all the time. They don't see their families. Like, lifestyle is not necessarily healthy. So
nah.
It's easy for somebody like James Mitchell, who's been in the game like 40 years, to pick up some bad habits and find those bad habits hard to break.
Mm-hmm.
That don't make it right. I'm just saying, y'all be tripping. Shout out to the wrestlers of modern day. Seem to live a little bit healthier lifestyles.
Yeah. It don't seem so wrong when they in there playing video games in the locker room.
The most unhealthy thing the majority of modern wrestlers do nowadays is just the stupid ass moves they do in the ring.
Yeah.
But outside the ring, they pretty reserved. Like, all the drugs ain't gone, but I can guarantee you it's not as many as it was 15 years ago.
At least not openly.
Yeah, not openly at least.
You know what I'm saying? The pills
might have some people with some alcohol problems here and there, but
yeah. And outside of that, it's more on the other side of town, if y'all know what I mean.
Yeah. In WWE, they ain't listen. They ain't about to risk that shit happening again. Y'all know what shit I'm talking about.
Yeah, they got policies now.
Yeah, they didn't have no policies when that shit happened. It was just crazy because it's only been like 15 years since the wellness policy. The wellness policy came around shortly after Eddie, but like the revamped wellness policy was after that happened a couple years later.
Right. Like, you fuck around and take a painkiller the wrong way. Oh, come in.
Bruh.
Come up in this office.
You better have that prescription, my nigga. They don't care who you are, man. Randy Orton got suspended for 2 months before. Right. Roman Reigns been suspended before. They don't care who you are. You better have a prescription for that shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Get your scripts right now.
Listen, man.
You fucking around, you take one pill the wrong way. 30 days.
Hey, it's legit though. That's how they do it in like every other sport.
Yeah.
These dudes, like, they just know how to cycle. So, like,
yeah. And I mean, it makes sense because like that shit almost really killed the whole sport. Like,
literally,
you have to use precaution.
Mm-hmm. I agree, man. Let's talk about what we watched this past week. Cause I don't watch Dynamite.
Nah.
I follow a lot of people who do watch Dynamite. So I don't have a choice really but to see what happens on Dynamite. I seen this man, The Big Show.
Yeah. I saw that too.
Came out in a singlet. Because he bought the team with Chris Jericho. This was a tag team like 10 years ago, if y'all remember.
13
years ago. Yeah, I was in high school when they was teaming up.
Yeah.
Jericho. That stupid ass mashup of both of their songs used to piss me off.
It wasn't even the best tag team that Big Show was part of.
Nah. I like Big Show and Miz personally.
I was just about to say that. That's my preference.
Even Big Show and Kane, like 06 around that era. They
yeah,
05.
They was like monsters of the Midway. I love that tag team.
Hey, they was cold back then.
You could not mess with them back then.
Nah. Shout out to Big Show and Kane 05 version, not the Authority version. Not that version.
Yeah, no, that's that bullshit.
Yeah, shout out to Big Show and Miz. But Jericho, Jericho was cool at the time. I don't want to see that shit now.
Yeah.
My man's came out looking rough, man. One of his legs was smaller than the other. Like
he looked like he don't want to do this. I just need to check.
He probably been avoiding wrestling this whole time. I think he might have had like one match, and it wasn't even a match for real.
Yeah, it was like
he was doing on Dark.
I was about to say it definitely wasn't even on Dynamite or nothing like that. He was just doing a couple of those.
He been avoiding trying to have to wrestle for the longest, and they probably just been begging him for months, years to wrestle. He just like, nah, I ain't doing it. And then they finally just broke him. They finally annoyed him enough to where he was like, fuck.
Yeah.
That's how he came out He came out looking rough.
That's what I'm saying.
So I had to go back. I was like, listen, he don't look too hot right now. And they got Big Show, they got Jericho, Edge, Ric Flair, Sting.
What are we doing?
It's 1999 over there now. Legit.
I'm telling you.
All them was wrestling in 1999, bro.
And I need to say this too, because we always had all the grief when WWE brought part-timers in and had them on their run. I don't see nobody talking about Ric Flair on my TV, Sting getting ready to wrestle again through his last run. Like all these other people, y'all don't say nothing about this when they got a whole bunch, all these people on their roster that are, of the appropriate age of this generation that don't get their TV time, don't get their run, don't get their push. But every time one of these older dudes from when I was in high school and middle school and beyond that,
right,
they keep showing up on TV for the pop, y'all have no energy for it.
Sting's prime years was before I was born.
Yeah.
Ric Flair
legit.
Ric Flair won the WWF championship 9 months before my birthday.
Same. Well, 10 for me, but yeah.
Yeah.
This is a fact.
But that's neither here nor there. My whole point is I've seen Big Show coming out looking just terrible on Wednesday. And I was like, yo, I gotta watch him when he was decent. So I went back and watched when he debuted in WWE, when he was actually athletic and was doing drop kicks and shit.
Yeah.
Like he was type nice. So I watched the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. I think I've watched that only once ever in my life. So I went and checked it out. He had he debuted, Big Show did, in the Stone Cold versus Mr. McMahon cage match. Mm-hmm. Elsewhere on that show, Mankind and The Rock were in a last man standing match for the WWE Championship. That went to a draw. They both were down for the whole 10 count. I had to go look. I was just like, these motherfuckers had mad matches for the belt.
Yes.
Early in 1999. Over the course of 6 weeks, they traded that championship 4 times.
Bruh.
Vince be wildin'.
Come on now.
4 times. Mankind beat The Rock. Actually, you forget. The Rock beat Mankind at Survivor Series.
Yeah. Deadly Games.
2 months later, Mankind beats The Rock on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to put some butts in seats. You remember that? Tony Schiavone will never let that down.
Never.
Wasn't his call, but he'll never live it down. So that was the first show of January. First episode of Raw in January. Mankind wins the belt. Rock wins it back at the Rumble like 2 weeks later. Halftime heat like a week later. Mankind win it back.
The empty arena shit.
Yeah. We had his last man standing that went to a draw. That was like 2 weeks after the halftime heat joint. And then Mankind lost the title to Rock the very next night on Raw. The hell you was doing, Vince?
Yeah, he was really tripping.
Oh, this to put the belt back on Stone Cold a month after that. Man was doing a lot. I'd be counting all the dead people. I counted 7 dead people on this show.
God
Just
damn.
7. Yeah. 1999. Owen China, Viscera, Paul Bearer, Big Boss Man, Howard Finkel, and Tim White.
And most of them was like within the last 5 years.
Yeah. It's weird because everybody know what happened to Owen like later that year.
Yeah.
So like whenever I watch stuff, I'd be like, damn, Owen died like, a couple months after this. Shout out to Owen Hart.
Thanks.
Shout out to Owen Hart. And shout out to Halloween Havoc, night 2. Let's run through this real quick, man. Creed Brothers. Shout out to them. My ass fell asleep watching Raw on Monday, so I hadn't watched that match yet. I was so hyped to watch it last week.
Watch it.
And my ass fell asleep like 2 segments before the match started.
Listen, man.
I knocked out.
Them 2 dudes get A+ for the entire week.
Oh, yeah, because this tables, ladders, and scares match was fire.
Yes.
And apparently they officially on Raw now, so.
Yeah. And
hey, let me get a match with them in New Day. Like
the match they had with Alpha Academy was fire.
Expected nothing less. Y'all
boys
y'all heard our reaction last week.
It was
that was going crazy.
Back nights.
Yeah, they stamped. They official. They official for real. Elsewhere on this show, we had a couple segments of what's their name? Metaphor. They went on a mystery adventure.
Mystery Inc.
Yeah, they was out here dressed like Mystery Inc. Lash Legend had the Velma.
Yeah.
You already know.
That's right.
They seem to do these segments with NXT like every year though, or somebody just going into a haunted house or something. It never gets old to me. It's always interesting. Because you gotta have the right players though. Like Metaphor perfect for this segment. Because none of them are serious at all. So it works out.
Right.
My man's Oral Mensa had a bonnet on as Shaggy. Like this dude Noam Dar had a full Scooby-Doo costume on.
I'm about to say, like, y'all leaning in that copyright infringement a little bit.
Hey, it's costumes though, so it's all good. Who was Freddy?
Shit. I don't even know.
Ain't had no Freddy?
No, because it's just
crazy.
Just the 2 dudes. It is like, yeah.
Hey, if y'all need somebody to be Freddy, man, like I can do that. Give me an ascot. All that. And that nigga Freddy thought he was a leader too. That's crazy.
He really did.
That motherfucker was Bailey. That nigga was Bailey in Damage Control. That's so funny. Prison Dom makes a return with CO Mommy versus Nathan Frazier for the North American Championship. Wesley made his return after this match. He said, hey, you know what it is?
Facts.
Listen, I'll hold off my thoughts for later on here. In regards to Wesley. Hold on. Braun Breaker defeated Mr. Stone. Mr. Stone said he was sliding for Von. Von Wagner came back. Said he want to match with Braun Breaker next week. Why you still got the bandage on your head, bro? Shit was weeks ago, man. You still need the bandages on your head, bro?
See, that's a bad sign to me. Because that tells me you don't need to have a match with Braun. Because that means your brain's still rattling like some Tic Tacs. So let's not do that to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Inside of my man's head sound like the beginning of Flava in your ear. Bad boy.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Von Wagner, though.
That's fucking wild.
Chelsea Green and Piper Niven defeat Chase University to retain the women's tag titles. Man, Lola Vice beat Kalani Jordan.
That's crazy.
Win the breakout tournament, bro. I feel, man,
I mean,
half our sister, bro.
They never like to see us win. Never like to see us win. Never. Never.
I was disappointed, but I like Lola Vice too. So
hey,
I had to.
Hey.
It feels so good.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Like, I was mad until I looked back at her and I was like, I understand, fam. I understand.
Hey, Lola Vice. This is how serious Lola Vice is. I be forgetting Elektra Lopez out there.
Yo,
that's how serious this is.
And it's like, it's not even like. I be keeping it on point because, you know, I've seen Valerie Loretta in fights and stuff like that beforehand. So, like, she was bad. But then it's like, man, Elektra had me in a chokehold for the longest time, and I'm not even paying attention to her no more, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna need that turn or something. I'm gonna need some jealousy.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. It's crazy out here, man.
Because, you know, that's cool for the women.
Yes.
The women can be jealous. Male shouldn't be jealous. That's a female trait. Snuck the Jay-Z reference in.
You see that? I was just about to say.
Snuck it in there. Turn up. And in the main event, man, Ilya Dragunov, Carmelo Hayes, part 3. So I already had it on my match of the year list.
Yeah, it's on there.
I got Creed Brothers and Alpha Academy on there. I told you I ain't even watched it yet. It's on there though.
Yeah, it's fire. Killed that.
You know, Ilya retained. Trick Williams came out after the match though, and like confronted Melo. But like we don't know what happened. Cause like soon as they got face to face, the camera like ran to the back because something was happening. Right. My man's Corbin beating the shit out of Dragunov as soon as he come through the curtain.
Like, pull up energy.
Hey, listen, my Corbin stock I bought 10 years ago. It's about that time.
Uh-oh, welcome to Big Baller Zone.
Big Baller Corbin.
Oh, man.
Shout out to LeVar, man. I got a LeVar soundbite.
Shit. That's how we got updates. Okay.
That's been on there. I just never used it.
Oh, okay. All right. Shit.
I seen it on there and I was like, oh, shit. Here we go. Shout out to Do-Rag Reggie, too.
Oh, my God. He killing me, man.
Hey, man, bro, funny. He said, I seen my brother get shot, seen my uncle die right in my living room. Yeah, so my name Reggie in St. Louis, they call me Scripps.
Oh, man.
Hey, y'all forget my man's used to be gang banging.
But, like, how you go from that to being a sommelier, though? Like, we just forgot all about that.
College. My man's probably went to hospitality program or something. You know, UNLV got the best hospitality program in the nation. My man's might have graduated from UNLV.
Oh, man.
Became a sommelier. Went to the circus. Went to WWE.
And the Cirque Soleil shit.
My man's really was in the circus, though.
Yeah, he was.
Like, that's not even me joking. He was really in the circus. Why you think he flipped so much?
Yeah, like it's certain people that do that shit a little too naturally. Like you could tell he was doing something before this.
Like look at all the other wrestlers that do flips all the time, and then look at Reggie. Like his flips is coordinated.
Right.
He cold with it. Shout out to him. Can't wait to see what they do. Out the Mud, I found out the niggas in Out the Mud, the niggas who I forget their name. I thought they used to play football, which like they look like it. They look like niggas that play football.
Right.
They one of them played at Washington State and the other one played at Idaho.
Okay.
Washington State is a big program. I have no idea what conference Idaho play in.
Yeah.
The one that looked like Jordan Clarkson played at Idaho. He looked just like that nigga too.
He do. That's wild.
The other buddy went to Washington State. He African.
What?
Yeah. We got mad Africans on the roster.
Damn. Okay.
Where my dudes Idris and Malik at?
Yo, I thought we was going with them.
They,
Like, I thought
be on Level Up. I don't watch Level Up. I need to put them on the main show.
Like, we was about to send them up to like getting some gold on them. Like, what happened?
I don't know what happened, man. I need
to tight.
Do right by my niggas. They be late to class or something. What's good? They in the doghouse. They got heat on them.
That's crazy.
They got taken off TV. All that. Crazy. Last night, I woke up in the morning. I watched my Nebraska Cornhuskers play like shit. Damn. It was a trap game. I knew he was about to lose. Could have put him on my parlay, but I didn't. But fortunately, I was able to turn that game off after about an hour. Crown Jewel, live from Riyadh in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I lost count of how many Saudi shows it's been, but shout out to Saudi, man. Shout out to them, man.
They like halfway through this deal, aren't they?
Yeah, this is the fifth year. The fifth year just ended.
Damn.
10-year deal. It don't seem like it's been that long neither.
No.
Maybe because the shows have been better the last like 2-3 years or so.
Yeah. Like
I think they might have to put another year on the deal because of the pandemic.
That's true, yeah.
That's probably why it don't seem that long.
Yeah, they definitely they got away with that one.
Yeah, they went to one show that year. That was it.
It was that one that kind of stuck out of the group that, like, you know, none of those matches made sense. Like Triple H and John Cena wrestling each other, and you know that
Rusev and Undertaker.
Yeah, just throwing big names together with other people just because like they love nostalgia and this star and that one. Like when we got to the point where we kept continuity and just said, okay, same stories are going on. We're just going to Saudi for this particular show. Like, yeah. Once we got it into the rotation, now it got better.
Yeah, they've been better. Stage. How you like the stage, man? It was different.
I'm like, what happened? Like, y'all didn't get the same capacity this time? Because
I don't know. It was a different arena and all that.
Yeah, somebody posted, you know, like the shot of it the night before, and I'm sitting there looking like this shit got a roof, and it don't look big like that, like compared to where they usually are. Like, what's going on here?
$13,000 capacity. I mean, they've been here before for a show. Like Super Showdown. The first one. No. The one where Goldberg beat Bray. They was in that same.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So they've been there before, but you know, I thought like the other stadium just seemed bigger. But like the stage, like I thought like the stage was different than usual.
Oh yeah. No, like, that was cool.
Maybe just because it was different that's why I liked it so much, because it just gave a different feel. Like Raw and SmackDown and the PLEs all feel like the same show because they got the same stage.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, like they typically try to make it a little bit different on the Saudi show because like it's like they make the presentation similar to like a Mania feel, which apparently this past trip, just from yesterday, they got paid about $50 million total, which it's like several Manias combined,
right?
In terms of like gate and ticket prices, that's crazy.
That's wild to me, man. Cut that check, y'all. Let me get over there.
Right.
Y'all flying everybody. Y'all fly us out for a WWE show. Y'all flew everybody out for the Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou joint last week. Y'all had everybody out there. Let me get out there, man. I'll go out there for a few days.
Yeah, man.
I can follow rules now.
Make some content.
Yeah, whatever laws y'all got, I follow them laws now.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll be following laws now. Listen,
like
I ain't trying to have nothing happen to me.
Yeah, man. Like
I'll be on my best behavior in somebody else's country.
Don't have me on the tarmac waiting because somebody's hostage. Like,
right.
I'm good off that.
Thanks. And
just trying to get over there and talk to some people.
Listen, We got a kickoff match on this joint though, man. Sami Zayn versus big head ass JD.
Suddenly I see some niggas that I don't like.
That's kind of how I feel about it. You know, Sammy had to get that dub. You know, they love him over there. He big time celebrity over there.
I'm about to say, like, he's what? Syrian?
Yeah, he's Syrian.
Yeah. That and French Canadian and whatever else.
That man, Mr. Worldwide.
Right.
I mean, Pitbull need to come off that nickname at this point.
Right.
And Sammy get love everywhere.
Exactly. He on TV more right now, so.
Facts. I ain't heard from Pitbull in a minute.
Right. What's going on out here?
He was out here not too long ago. This man had a concert with Enrique Iglesias and Ricky Martin. It was 3 Puerto Rican niggas just did a whole show together.
That's what's up.
That was the last time I heard of Pitbull, though. We need another Pitbull theme song for WrestleMania or something.
Yeah.
Big Flo Rida Pitbull, where y'all at?
I'm about to say,
wait, that bat signal for y'all.
You need to get them out of this chokehold that the Weeknd got them in right now, because
man,
it's been like the last 4 years straight.
Hold on, let me add Weeknd to my list too. We putting the Weeknd on the Kevin Nash list, bro.
Oh man, the checks he getting from Mania alone.
I want to know what the royalty check's looking like.
Oh my god! At this point,
because you know it's going crazy.
Because it was it was 36 off of 2 albums. 36 and 37 was both off the same album. Then 38 and 39 was off the same album. So back to back to back to back.
Hey, they might have to go to some other albums too, man. Because you could definitely have like Starboy as a theme song for Mania or something.
Yeah,
that's a Mania theme song.
If they really wanted to, yeah.
I Can't Feel My Face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you know Tony Khan want that one. You know he about to pay for that joint.
Oh man.
Hey, let's get into this show. I'm going to challenge myself to use the soundboard for every single segment on this show. So I already started with the Out of Our Money and the Ice Cube. So let's get into this, man. For the World Heavyweight Championship, I got producer notes too this time, man. Seth freaking Rollins, please say the freaking, defeats LL Drew Mac. That LL, you know what the LL stand for.
Yep. Yes, sir.
For the World Heavyweight title, this was produced by Abyss, apparently. Nice. All of these are apparent notes because, you know, I don't be trusting the sources they come from. So, apparently. I'm going to give this a B grade, though, because I've seen better matches from them. Plus, Drew losing like that is crazy to me, too.
Right.
Damian Priest is about to cash in. Here comes Sami Zayn hating ass. Here comes Sami Zayn just on that bullshit and like takes Priest out, steals his briefcase, and goes through the crowd.
This broke ass bitch ass nigga.
The crowd mobbed him like he was Michael Jackson, though. I told you he a celebrity.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was swarmed by the people.
Yeah,
they had me for a minute. I thought he was really about to pull it. Like
I thought so too, because I like this. This is the perfect time to do it. Here come this one. I'm tired of this. Oh my god, this nigga like the 3rd time he done dressed up in a hoodie and jumped somebody this year.
Oh, Sammy, right? Yeah.
And now you got Jimmy and Jay doing the same shit too. I don't get it.
You got to start banning him.
Facts. Yeah, we get a little peek backstage. There's Rhea Ripley on her way out there for her match. He walked past Drew McIntyre. You know, Drew just looking like fuck. Rhea walked past him, give him a little shrug, like
tough break, nigga.
Right, I told you, nigga. You ain't want to listen to me.
Like I was trying to help your stupid ass. Now look at you.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.
Yeah, right. And she did it.
Yeah. So we get Rhea going out there, and she facing Zoe Stark from Las Vegas. Shayna Baszler and Raquel Gonzalez is out there too, as is Nia Jax, looking like a Nia snack.
It feels so good.
This was produced by TJ Wilson and Jason Jordan.
Of course.
And I had no expectations going into this match.
Nope.
So you take the no expectations plus TJ Wilson, that means the match automatically gonna be fire.
Cook.
They was going crazy. It was like nonstop action all the way through this match from bell to bell. Like Nia Jax dipped the fuck out the ring as soon as the bell rang. Like, I'm gonna let y'all do y'all thing real quick. I'm gonna sit out here for a bit, let y'all beat each other up. Smart thinking. There's some really good spots in here too. Shayna Baszler had the double submission joint.
Yo, I think it was triple.
It was triple at one point. It started off double. It was a triple. That was crazy. Fire. I wonder how much rehearsal that took to get that right.
I'm about to say.
And then you had like the ending with the riptide off the top rope. She didn't hit a riptide on everybody pretty much.
Man,
Shayna took the brunt of it and got the pin, man.
Cooking.
I gave it a B+ just off of watching it. If I watch it again, I might give it an A-. Which one you giving this? Did you give a grade for the last match too? I think
we definitely didn't get that. But I gave that an A. It was solid. Because I really didn't know who's gonna win that. Like Seth is one of them situations where it's like any day now.
Yeah. And
with Drew, leftover lasagna. You know how we do.
Facts.
But this one, I'm torn between A- and B+. Because like you said, like I was really going into this not expecting too much, and then it's like one spot after another spot after another spot, and I'm like, yo, they starting to cook. Cooking. Like I knew Rhea was gonna win, but then they had moments where it was like, okay, maybe we're not doing this. Maybe we switching it up a little bit. Like they was trying to catch me off guard. So yeah, man, they was on point. It was really killing shit.
Facts, man. Next match, Solo Sikoa defeats John Cena. I thought John was gonna get the dub here.
Yeah, I did too.
But the streak continues. Produced by Adam Pearce, Raw GM Adam Pearce. Okay. This was Solo Sikoa's first singles match on the PLE in his career.
Yeah.
And y'all know how I feel about Solo, man. I used to watch him out in Vegas in a warehouse, and now he working in stadiums. It's him and Zoe.
Saudi.
And Cross. Like, they out here just working in stadiums and big arenas now. Like, I watched literally in a literal warehouse, bro. Like a warehouse garage, man.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. John Cena has faced 7 other superstars in their debut PLE. Rene Dupree, remember Jesus, who stabbed him in the nightclub? Talking about that.
Whooped his ass.
Sheamus, who won the WWE title off of John Cena his debut.
Facts.
Pissed me off. I'll never forget that day.
Caught me way off guard.
I can tell you about I remember that whole night vividly because it was a snowstorm.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a research paper that was due the next day that I didn't start on until that night. So, like, I'm so busy working on this research paper that when I finally got done at like 2 a.m, I went to go see what happened on the show, and I got pissed. I seen John Cena lost.
Some bullshit.
Wade Barrett, John Laurinaitis, and Kevin Owens round that out. So Solo Sikoa joined some rare company.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Solo Sikoa getting it done. About 10 or 11 Samoan spikes.
Oh my god! Nah, he went to town on this dude. Like,
hey, John Cena.
He got his ass cooked. He got cooked.
Hey, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
Nah, I was scared for my guy.
I was. I was scared after the second one.
Like, bruh.
Like, oh, he hit him with 2 of them motherfuckers.
And then just kept on.
Did he hit him with a third one? And then nigga said, this nigga was like Nikki in Casino stabbed that nigga with the pencil.
Yo, for real. Like, yo, what you
go
got
crazy.
going on, fam? You up here jabbing this dude like it's a Scream movie or something.
Yeah, he was going nuts, man. Shout out to Las Vegas though. Got that dub. Got that big dub. A+++ for me, just because it featured John Cena and it featured the Bloodline.
Yeah. No, I give it an A. Yeah,
I'm biased,
I give it an A because you put the right guy over.
Yeah,
and it made it look that damn strong. Like that's what you need to do for him.
And John Cena, he don't need to retire, man. Like, just a little throat injury, bro. Like,
You be all right, nigga. You tough, right?
tough, right? You need to worry about that.
Hey,
We good? We Gucci?
Hey, he getting up there, man.
He is, man.
He climbing them ladders. You know what I'm saying? We mid-40s now.
He passed the mid at this point. You get into that late 40s, man.
Yeah.
After this, you gotta have the crowd get them back into it, and the crowd kind of struggled to get back into it after this. But we get a segment with the Miz because apparently the Miz is a baby face now, again.
Stupid.
Officially beefing with Gunther and them niggas. So they punked his ass out on Miz TV a couple weeks ago too.
They did.
I felt sad for my nigga. Kicked his ass off his own show.
Mm-hmm.
They treated him like Charles Barkley in Space Jam. Be gone, wannabe.
But see, I like the segment though, like that he had with Gunther and everything like that. I said, okay, all right. When you rev Miz up, like that's when he'll start spitting some gold. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? Like it don't matter if he's heel, face, whatever. Like when you just do enough to piss him off a little bit, he gonna start cooking. So I'm cool with that.
Fact, he's sensitive about how he came up in the game.
Yeah. Don't
understandably.
You're not just gonna sun me like I didn't pay my dues and make this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Right,
that's one thing
just because he wasn't
do.
wrestling in Reseda at PWG and shit. But he comes out there. He introduces this Saudi comedian actor, Ibrahim Al-Hajjaj, and I wanted to see if Mans was funny for real. I have no idea because all his comedy is in Arabic. I legit don't know if he's funny or not. Apparently, he the Kevin Hart of Saudi Arabia. So
I mean, that's not saying too much.
It's not because some people don't think Kevin Hart funny. So
I don't.
I watch some old. Every now and again, current day Kevin Hart will make me laugh. But
I'm about to say, like, if he's on stage, I'm not laughing. If he's just like talking, he's funny as shit.
Yeah, if he roasting somebody.
If he's just talking, he's hilarious. But his on stage thing is for them. It's not for us. You know what I'm saying? They laugh. What I'm talking about. Yeah, they laugh at that shit.
Kevin Hart ain't FUBU.
Exactly. Like after what was it? Not Laughing My Pain, but the one after that, the one at MSG. Let me explain. Yeah. After that, it was like, okay, all right. Now it's not hitting no more.
Yeah, the joint he did at the Link was trash to me.
Yeah. And I saw that in the movies too, and I'm just like,
I did too. I saw it at the movies. I was proud of him because I've been watching his whole career.
Yeah, right.
I was proud of it. This dude performed at a football stadium.
Yeah.
But
that's crazy.
Yeah, that was the extent of my pride right there. I wasn't proud of the jokes. But anyway, this dude is apparently the Saudi Arabian Kevin Hart. Back to that.
Okay.
But Grayson Waller comes out there, and nobody knew Grayson Waller was gonna be there. But this man came out there on his Martin Lawrence, like,
hey, ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit, man.
Came out there. The Miz got kicked off his show again. This nigga Grayson came out there, had him set all his props up for the Grayson Waller effect and everything. And in the end, we get one of the worst people's elbows of all time.
Oh God, I wasn't even gonna acknowledge that. I really wasn't.
If you do a people's elbow, you gotta do that. You gotta lay in. listen, you got to do the whole rock, embracing the crowd, getting the crowd ambiance, all that. You got to, this man did some goofy shit.
You at least gotta roll in with the slide and the loafers like he did the one time.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was clean.
That was hard.
Yeah.
Do something. Next up, we got Logan Paul versus Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship, produced by Hurricane Helms. Shout out to the Hurricane. What's up with that?
I'm here for that.
To my guy. This dude Logan Paul, they said he rode in on an ATV from the desert, but when he showed up, the ATV was clean as hell.
Oh man,
spotless.
Why we lying here?
Buffed out the tires and everything. Logan Paul defeats Rey Mysterio to win the U.S. title, and because he did that, A+++++++++, and I'm gonna give it 5 more pluses because it pissed y'all off. Y'all know I love when y'all get mad.
But listen, I told y'all what was gonna happen.
Y'all knew it was gonna happen. I told y'all it was gonna happen last week.
Like, come on now.
Cause I told y'all, you know, we setting shit in motion, man. Yeah. And like, as far as the match goes, we know what to expect from Logan Paul at this point. He's actually impressed me more in this match for basically saving Rey Mysterio's life.
That too, but it's like I'm giving A+ because it took a special like talent and work to look seamless in there with Rey. Like, yeah, he just looked so fluid in there with him for a dude who he's only been doing this now officially for like a year and some change. Yeah, like that to me is crazy to look that clean in there with a guy like Rey. Like that just happened. Yeah, no, he definitely saved my dude's neck because that was like this close to disaster.
Yeah, it was about to be over with. So shout out to him. One of Logan's partners kept trying to interfere and give him some brass knuckles. And like the last time he tried to do it, he like dropped the brass knuckles because like Santos Escobar comes out there and runs the dude off. So like as he's running him off, he like drops the brass knuckles right
back.
Right in Logan Paul's reach.
Don't even say drop. He placed them back in the ring, handed them there as if to say, well, if anybody needs to use these, they're right here. I'm going to go this way now.
Right. It ran dude off. Logan Paul won the U.S. title. And so I'm not even going to comment on the Santos Escobar thing that happened with Rey. I am going to
Are we here?
We know what's happening, but I'm going to let, because they're not here right now. I'm going to let Katie and the Warden Matt Ritter basically tell y'all how I felt about this.
Let's give Young Kings Wrestling the props they deserve, because listen, Young Kings Wrestling has been on Rey Mysterio's ass for a very long time, rightfully so, for the deadbeat dad, and then they've been talking. If you go listen to their latest episode, and I implore you to, because TC says it way better than I'm going to, Rey has not learned any lessons his entire career. Eddie, Batista, these are people that you have trusted. You should be trusting absolutely no one at this point.
Dominic.
Your son. And
you
just let Santos in. No problem. No questions asked. No background check. No nothing. And now here he is. Santos has a history on some fucked up shit. We know this. We've seen this.
Yeah.
There he is, just setting those brass knucks there, and you get clocked with them. Lucy, you got some splaining to do. Young Kings Wrestling's been trying to tell you, Rey. You just don't fucking listen to them. That's on you.
Now listen. That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
I'm just glad everybody is starting to see it now. I saw it. I tell y'all all the time. I saw it the very first. I even commented on it the very first segment they had with each other. I said, Rey, don't trust that nigga.
Right.
If I can go find the tweet, I will. If I can go find the tweet, I will. Because I said it. I said, Rey, don't trust this nigga. Well, you do trust his ass. And now look where we at, fam.
Like, I really want to hear what reason he gonna try to give for leaving them brass knucks in the ring.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Like, I gotta hear this.
Friday is a long time from now.
But listen, we told y'all.
Yeah.
We told y'all. Shout out to our people.
Mm-hmm.
But we told y'all. You know.
Shout out to Smacking the Raw and appreciate y'all.
I saw that. Yeah. Shout out to our people. Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Katie. But yeah, I saw that and I did the Leo from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like, whoop.
It's actually fire though. I logged on right when they started talking about it too. I was like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But man, as far as Logan winning the belt, man, it was a good move for multiple reasons.
Of course.
One reason you niggas were mad. I love that.
Yes.
Love when y'all get mad and stuff. Thrive off negativity.
Yes.
And plus, like, we already know Logan Paul is more popular than almost everybody else on the roster.
Yeah.
If not everybody else. I don't think there's nobody on the roster that's more popular than Logan Paul. He legitimizes the belt. Like,
right.
You get eyes on that belt. Wait till you bring that belt on his podcast.
I'm telling you. And this is what I said last week. If you want to, the U.S. title hasn't been hitting in a while. Like, you put it on Austin Theory to say, like, okay, this is his trajectory is going in the direction that we want it to go in, so put the belt on him. And then it just fizzled out. It didn't hit. You put it on Ray for some reason. We didn't go the direction I thought it was going to. Like, Santos was supposed to take it from him.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen.
Rey Mysterio was a deadbeat father and a deadbeat champion.
Yeah, like it's the truth. Like, it wasn't. You didn't see him feature it much. It just wasn't doing nothing. So now you get a guy like Logan Paul. I don't know what his schedule's gonna be like, but anytime he's on SmackDown with the title, it's gonna bring more eyes to it. And now every match that he has with it is gonna be more must see. So it's like you're doing what you want. What you want to do for your mid-card title by just simply putting it on this dude, because like you said, he's gonna have it on what's the show called, Impulsive or whatever, and on all his appearances wherever he's out at, like, he's gonna see him boosting it. Like, that's all you really need to do is give it a boost.
And you have an opportunity here in the next couple months to build up Logan Paul having his first match on TV.
Yeah, that's crazy too. It still hasn't happened yet. He hasn't had a match on SmackDown or nothing. Like,
so it works out in the long run of things. Like, y'all always complaining about it. Oh, this is bad for the business. No, it's not.
How?
No, it's not.
I cannot for the life of me understand why it's always bad for business, because it's a name that's not a quote unquote wrestler. He's not brought up through the wrestling system. But if he takes the time out to work, to actually apply the time and effort that it takes, like Bad Bunny did, you know what I'm saying? Him, Logan, like, if they're doing it like that, what's the problem? Like, I really don't see it. It's not like they just say, oh, I'm just getting a check, I'm here, I'm not going to really try to get good in ring, I'm not going to run the ropes and actually look competent. Like, Logan does not look, I don't care how you feel, I don't give a fuck about Logan, I don't care about the dude, but tell me he looks out of place in the wrestling ring. He doesn't. And I can't ever sit up here and criticize it when that's the case. So if that's the case, if I can say that, then it's not bad for the business at all. It's better for the business. Like, at the end of the day, he's gonna put over another wrestler at some point in time. However long this goes, he's gonna put a wrestler over and keep it moving. So it's
Kevin Owens,
right? That's right there.
Yeah, they already planted the seeds for that. So Kevin Owens most likely gonna be the guy to beat him, and that's Kevin Owens ain't really been outside of the shit with Sammy. His singles career hasn't really done much of anything in about a year and a half or so. So like,
they had to get him away.
It's gonna work out for everybody. But yeah, let's get that going. Shout out to Logan Paul. He got a belt before Jake did. Little brother got a belt before Big Bro. Actually, who owed it? Jake older.
I think Logan is older.
Logan is older. You right?
Yeah.
He Big Bro'd his ass. That's crazy.
Jake will be there soon.
Jake Paul was born in 1997.
God damn.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Sheesh.
So this dude was like 17 on Vine. That's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know he was that young, bro. I've been watching both of them. I haven't been watching them, but like I've known about them way too long.
Oh yeah.
Way
Don't make a bit of sense.
You know. Next match, Io Sky, Bianca Belair for the women's championship, produced by Davari. I'm gonna give it an A- just because I enjoyed the match, even though like the crowd energy was still off.
Oh yeah, the crowd get an F. Yeah. The match get an A, the crowd get an F. Because like that was just bad. Like even when Kyrie showed up, like no energy, nothing. Like
right and
flat as hell.
You know, Katie mentioned this too. Like Kyrie would have showed up in Chicago, it would have got a better reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like, I mean, they probably didn't know who she was. She'd been gone for a while. They probably don't remember her. So, like, I understand it, but it's whatever. Kairi Sane attacks Bianca. Bianca has the absolute worst sense of discernment of any wrestler in history.
Oh, man.
She just gonna stand there and look at her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bruh. Yeah, Bianca lost, and Bailey was shook too, because like she didn't know Kairi Sane was coming back. She the one that took out Kairi Sane.
I'm about to say that. Nobody told me about this.
Yeah. Io called Kairi up for assistance, and Bailey just stood there confused like Usher.
Yo, don't play like that. Are you serious?
Think that Bailey face turn soon come.
I'm about to say I'm gonna need a Brock Lesnar call back and be like, yo, Io, why didn't you tell Bailey I was gonna be in Saudi? Need one of those real quick.
Fact.
Honestly, I think Bailey gonna probably be the heel turn. Honestly, like,
think so?
Yeah, like, because they really don't want to boo Io. Truthfully, like,
yeah.
They're booing her by extension of Bailey. And Bailey is night and day a better heel than she is a face. Like, I don't think Bailey realistically can be a successful face again because, you know, ever since she tore up them Bailey buddies, it's like,
man,
you can't. Yeah, right. You can't give her that same energy that she gets. Like, she could potentially do it later down the line, but I still think it's gonna be a long, long while before we get there.
Yeah. But the more important thing, Damage Control was in the mud. That shit about to finally end. I've been wanting that.
Oh yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And that, honestly, I think that's another reason why. Because it's like Bailey gonna eventually get to the point where she's like, listen, I done been back a year now, ain't won no titles. Y'all been doing all this shit. Like her and Io and Dakota won the tag titles. Io's the women's champion. I ain't been winning no big matches. Y'all getting all the shine. Y'all doing. No, they didn't even do that.
Yeah, so Bailey didn't even count as a champion.
Yeah, no, like they've been getting all the shine. They've been doing all this, and it's like, yo, I'm the leader. Like, I'm supposed to be getting some of this. You know what I'm saying? It's all y'all. Like,
oh, is she Freddie?
Yeah.
I'm looking over here, and all of Damage Control's accomplishments have been Io Sky.
Exactly.
Every last one. So it should be interesting. We're gonna see what that's like. Next match, I got a question for you, Reek.
Talk to me.
The question is, how many royal families does wrestling have?
Well, wrestling has more than one royal family.
They do. Cody Rhodes defeats Damian Priest. This was produced by Jamie Noble. Woo!
Okay.
Shout out to my guy. Jamie Noble might be racist, so we ain't gonna give that big of a shout out.
Oh shit.
He might be.
Who would be surprised though?
Nah. You wore a Confederate flag on his trunks, bro.
Yeah. Like,
it is
like
what
there's only so much gimmick that you can put on it.
Right. Damian Priest came out there missing some luggage, as we know. Looking a little light.
I'm not trying to call Sami Zayn an anchor, but he kind of heavy.
Yeah, yeah. Judgment Day, we get some interference per usual, but Jay Uso put a stop to that, kicked everybody. Cody won after 3 crossroads, and Cody Rhodes got the crowd back into it after about 3-4 segments of them not really being into it. This man came out there with the American propaganda and had a whole crowd singing his song. Who was a random nigga in the crowd?
I said that same thing. I said that same thing. Like, yo,
you know where you at?
What are you doing here, sir?
Like, I know it's black people in Saudi Arabia. This didn't look like a black Saudi. This was like a nigga.
Right. Right. Like, he's not from around here. So that's
this nigga look like he was from Florida or an island somewhere.
Right.
This nigga had braids and everything, bro. Like,
yeah, he was not native to Saudi Arabia. Like, who are you and what are you doing here, sir?
Well, exactly. What are you doing? B+ for me in this match, though. What you giving this?
Same. I go B+. I knew it was gonna happen here. Like, rinse, repeat.
Yeah.
But Cody was just gonna win.
Yeah. Cody do well. Like, he do well. He's good. He's a good dude.
I'm really like, we gotta stop talking about this on the way to finishing the story. Like, bro, we know this is dragging all the way out to Mania. We don't have to talk about the story until it's time to get there.
Right. And I mean, it's almost time though, like a couple months. But it's like, we know, like you were saying, we know the story is a thing, right?
Yeah.
We don't got to keep referencing it all the time. Like, we aware.
Right.
Because you run the risk of tiring motherfuckers out when you do that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, if we're going to go from Mania last year to Mania this year, like, that's the biggest worry. If you don't him at 39, by the time we get to 40, are we still going to have that same energy? Like, they can. And, the way he's just traveling along, we're doing fine with it. But, don't keep rehashing all that. Like, the perfect thing they did was that brief moment where him and Roman was face to face for on SmackDown when Nick Aldis was there.
Yeah,
that was perfect.
And he loses the tag titles the very next night on Raw.
Exactly. Like, you just sprinkle little bits of that. Like, okay, we know what's there, and we're gonna get back to it, but a little bit at a time.
Facts. And what grade you giving this one? Do we do grades? I give it a B+.
Yeah, B+. Me too.
Yeah, okay, B+. After this match, we get a promo package for Survivor Series.
War Games.
War Games is back.
Yeah.
And what should the matches be, man? I think they already have set up one of them.
Oh yeah,
the previous match told us as much. I think we're going to get Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Seth Freakin versus the Judgment Day and Drew McIntyre.
I'm thinking. Oh yeah, that might be what we get. Cause Drew looked like he. I mean, look,
Drew fed up with niggas.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how many times I can say it. Drew is a heel. We just haven't heard verbal confirmation of it yet.
Right.
But yeah, it's just a matter of them flipping the switch. He's definitely going that way, and he don't necessarily got to pair up with the Judgment Day, but he'd be like, "Yo, y'all watching my back? I'm gonna watch your back." You know what I'm saying? One of them things.
Yeah, pretty much.
That could potentially lead to him winning the title off of Seth. Realistically, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we're gonna see. And in the main event, Roman Reigns, the head of the table, the tribal chief, greatness on a different level. The one defeats LA Knight with everybody saying LA Knight. I don't have it. I already played it.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. What everybody's saying, LA Knight. Yeah. You already know. You see that the signs in Arabic?
Yo,
go crazy.
That's when crazy. Over.
Facts. We are at 1,162 days and counting. This was produced by Abyss and Hurricane Helms. We got an appearance from Hurricane Helms.
No Michael Hayes?
Nah, no Michael Hayes. Michael Hayes do like every Roman match.
That's what I'm saying.
I have a note here, which everything makes sense because, I had to give him my customary standard A+++ for Roman Reigns and the Bloodline, but this was one of the weaker defenses, which probably was the Michael Hayes effect. It wasn't a bad match. It was just like maybe because we knew LA Knight wasn't winning the belt.
Yeah, it was too predictable.
It gets to that point at this point in the title reign. It's like, okay, now we know, but the match is still good. Couldn't get Solo Sikoa out there. Hurricane Helms and them tried to stop it. It's like, nah, fam, get your ass back. You already did enough damage today. They didn't stop Jimmy Uso from coming out there and causing mischief, though. LA Knight kicks out of a spear. That was crazy to me. Kicked out the finish.
That popped me. I ain't gonna lie.
It did. It got some good offense in, too. He was going crazy. But ultimately, the champ was too much. The Bloodline was too much. And he took that L. And we'd be hard pressed to see him back on this stage here.
And to that point, right? And not to say that we won't, we could potentially, but I already know the conversation of, oh, Roman just buried another one. Listen, the fact of this guy coming from Impact, NWA, and kind of being, never being seen as one of those upper echelon guys, right?
Yeah.
He comes in here a year ago, and today now he is, I don't think anyone outside of Cody gets a larger pop than he does. But this narrative that, okay, well, Roman just beats them left and right, and that's just burying them. I'm going to give a couple of names here, and we've mentioned a couple of them already. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Logan Paul, Jey Uso, even Cody Rhodes, to an extent. All of them went up against Roman. Very few of them did. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot Finn Balor.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what they all have in common is before Roman, after Roman. Before Roman, the only person that was really going on a trajectory, was really considered up there on the top star status, was Cody. That's because dude was leading his own company, right? Outside of that, Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. Well, Kevin Owens had the Universal title, but that was so long ago now that it's like he done been through it ever since then. But the rest of these guys, they didn't see them as top stars. They didn't see them as main eventers. They didn't see them as nothing special. Then all of a sudden, they get in this program with Roman. They have a match with Roman. They have great matches with Roman.
Fantastic matches.
All of them. And next thing you know, now they're positioned in better places than they had. Sami Zayn owes his career to Roman Reigns. I don't care what nobody says.
Facts.
The rest of his career, he owes to that man. Because you have never seen the groundswell of support that he got. Then from the moment that he weaseled his way into the Bloodline, became the honorary Uso, and then went on that ride all the way on through to the Royal Rumble where he turns on Roman, and in the match at Elimination Chamber. Jey Uso, listen, y'all got the tapes about me in terms as far as what Jey Uso should be right now, okay? I don't need to rehash that. But damn it, before that, Jey was exactly what he said he was, which was Jimmy's brother. Which Uso are you? Today, we call him Main Event Uso for a reason. He's on the...
I couldn't tell the Usos apart till like 2 years ago.
Exactly. If you look at Raw's signature logo, he's on there. He's on there with Seth and Cody and all them. Like, that's where he's at now. That doesn't happen without Roman.
Special.
Yeah. We just talked about Logan, right? Logan looks like he belongs in there with anybody. Part of that is because he looked like he belonged with Roman.
Right.
Because we didn't expect Logan to look half as good as that against Roman. This was before the Miz match, or after the Miz match. But we didn't think he was up on that level. He didn't look out of place once. You know what I'm saying? And Kevin,
you could have won it
again. Yeah, Kevin has been this close so many different times, but each time he kept stepping his game up more and more to the fact that we remembered, hey, this is the dude that was the guy in NXT from day one when he showed up. This was the guy that one of the first guys to bridge that gap from NXT to the main roster because he showed up and challenged John Cena when he had that U.S. Open Challenge thing going on. Like, that's the guy that said, okay, Finn Balor goes down with the injury and stuff like that. We need a new Universal Champion. Triple H says, I want Kevin Owens. That's that guy that we saw, and Roman revigorated that. And even Drew, you know what I'm saying? We call him leftover lasagna for a reason. Him and Roman had arguably a Mania main event in Wales last year.
Right.
Like, it was that good. So we can't keep doing this whole, oh, well, he lost to Roman, so he's just back to the scrap heap. LA Knight is fine. I don't see him going anywhere.
Yeah, he good.
Like, that natural energy from the crowd doesn't just go away because you lost the match that we all knew you wasn't going to win in the first place. That doesn't happen. Sammy's still getting plenty of pops when he shows up, like, and we don't necessarily care for it, but he's not dead on arrival like people thought he was going to be either. So LA Knight is going to be fine. Just get him back into the mid card scene, and he'll work his way up from there. And the sky could be the limit.
Shit, he might be the one to beat Logan Paul.
You never know, and that would be a dope match. Yeah. If you lined up Logan with
hype
the US
that up
title,
for a couple weeks,
yes, you could do that at Mania.
You could. Rumble Mania.
They cut the check.
Yeah, cut that check, Nick.
Because I swear, at this point in the episode, these motherfuckers just took a note and was like, "All right, bet."
Right.
Night two, opening match: Logan Paul versus LA Knight. Watch. I want the check sent to Young Kings Wrestling directly when that happens.
Hell yeah. YKWrestling@gmail.com. Y'all can send the PayPal over there.
Mm-hmm.
Right there to it. Hey man, this is a good show though. Like we were saying, the Saudi shows have gotten much better.
Yeah.
What's the next show? Survivor Series. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's War Games. That's gonna be a good one. It's never bad.
Hell yeah. It's gonna be fire.
NXT Deadline, like right after that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the last PLE of the year.
Yeah, we're not doing we're not doing those gimmick pay-per-views no more. I love that we don't do that no more. That was a thing.
Except Survivor Series, that's a new one.
Yeah, basically.
He said, "Man, you thought I was finished?" No.
I mean, we still got like Money in the Bank and Elimination Chamber, but
in the Rumble,
that's Well, Rumble, we know what that's for. Yeah. Money in the Bank just kind of turned into its own thing. Like I preferred it when it was at Mania because it felt right.
Also, yeah.
But when it starts taking on a life of its own like that, you can just leave it be. And Elimination Chamber kind of the same thing. Like, there's not a lot of places where you can just stick that big ass match in. So,
yeah, in Elimination Chamber it serves a purpose too. Like,
right.
That's the last chance for a lot of people before Mania to find their way onto the Mania card. So,
right, you could change it. You could change it back to No Way Out and do the same thing. You know,
yeah, but you know what to expect. You're gonna have a chamber match.
Exactly.
Shout out to the Elimination Chamber. And shout out to Young Kings Wrestling. We've been on here for a while now. Let's get out of here.
Oh, yeah. I ain't been watching the time. Damn. So y'all can find me at Wreak Havoc 24 on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, go check out the Havoc Hour, where I talk sports and entertainment on all streaming platforms where you find Young Kings Wrestling. Google/Spotify. Anchor/Spotify, since I guess they together. Google Podcasts, and the video version up on YouTube.
Ain't no more Anchor, bro.
Yeah, it's a wrap for that. I found out when I recorded that last episode.
That's how you know he ain't did a Havoc Hour in so long, because it's been that way for about a year now.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But that is, they got some new heat up there, so y'all go check that out. Putting a list together to do some new stuff coming up soon. So go check it out. It's up.
Yeah, and I am the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TCF Baby. Please say the baby. Keys to the Sadies, all that other stuff. Yeah, you already know. Follow me at tc.fontaine on Instagram, foy.flix on Instagram. Got some photos and whatnot. Follow Young Kings Wrestling everywhere at YK Wrestling. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Might have some stuff coming up here, possibly. Maybe. We'll see. We'll let you know when it's up there.
Yeah.
Subscribe and set your notifications, and you'll get it every single time there's an update. That's the best way to do it. Is don't go back and check all the time. Just turn your notifications on and subscribe. That's the easiest way to do it.
It's there.
It's there. YKWrestling.com. All the links, all the merch. Black Friday coming up. Maybe we do something.
Hey, I'm with it.
Maybe. Hey, listen, man. We do appreciate y'all for always listening. And until next time.
Said I'll be back to hold you down. I don't want to leave.
But we got to go right now. We'll be back next week with another one. Young Kings Wrestling. We out of here. Gone. Woo, that was on time, too. Look at that.